Hello, and welcome to our video about Taurobolium, which is a religious ritual in the Roman Empire. The origins of this ritual, we can speculate, take root in Asia Minor and the Middle East. Mesopotamian priests, known as Kalu, were known to have taken part in bull sacrifice. In Crete and Asia Minor, we know of various bull hunting rites. In Asia Minor specifically, it was considered a rite of fertility to cut the throat of bull in times of drought to bring forth rain. On the basis that the deities who are typically associated with the Taurobolium originate from Asia Minor, Persia and the Middle East, and it's connected with the Cybele, the mother of the gods. There were many goddesses of fertility in mythology, but there could only be one great mother of the gods. The Phrygian people called Cybele. In Kültebe tablets she was called Kubaba. In Lydia, Kibebe, and in Rome, Magna Mater. She was goddess of abundance and fertility of Anatolia, and she was the ancient Phrygian mother of the gods. Primal nature goddess worshipped with orgiastic rites in the mountains of central and western Anatolia. In addition, the Greeks identified her with their own mother of the gods, the Titaness Rhea. When Romans bring the Magna Mater to the Rome, this ritual became popular in Roman Empire. So, what is this Taurobolium? The nature and the purpose of the ritual changed during the 2nd and the 3rd centuries. First, it was a similar sacrifice like Muslims do when it's Kurban Bayramı. Sacrifice a bull and then distribute it among people. By about 300, however, the ceremony changed drastically. In this version, the bull was previously washed and decorated with red and white full fillets. A disc was placed between its horns and a fringed blanket was placed over its back. The individual who was to receive the rite was washed clean, dressed in a clean white toga, and descended into a pit where a punctured wooden plank was drawn over the opening of the pit, enclosing the individual into an earthen pit. The bull was drawn over the plank where the archegalius scatters grains of wheat over the bull's head and follows this with drops of water upon its brow, consecrating the animal as a worthy sacrifice. The archegalius will then pluck or cut hairs from the bull's head and scatter them into the fire on the altar. Once ready, the victimarius was given the sign, and the bull was stunned. And after a moment, the wound was further slit open for the warm blood to flow out of the animal's neck. The initial blood was caught in the furnace, whereas the full flood then poured down upon the plank, which then dripped into the pit to drench the individual in the warm blood. The carcass of the bled bull was removed from the plank, and then the pit was opened up to allow the individual to rise up in their bloodied state. In keeping with traditional sacrifice, the furnace was taken to the altar to sanctify the sacrifice and complete the rite. In this newer version, the rite takes place as a type of bloody baptism, where the wires or bloody powers were taken into the individual, thus conferring the bull's life energy to the individual, making him blessed. In Encyclopedia Britannica 1911 it says, the Taurobolium was probably a sacred drama symbolizing the relations of the mother and Attis. The descent of the priest into the sacrificial fosse symbolized the death of Attis, the withering of the vegetation of Mother Earth, his bed of blood, and emergence the restoration of Attis, the rebirth of vegetation. The ceremony may be the spiritualized descent of the primitive Oriental practice of drinking or being baptized in the blood of an animal, based upon a belief that the strength of brute creation could be acquired by consumption of its substance or contact with its blood. In spite of the phrase retanus in aeternum, there is no reason to suppose that the ceremony was in any way borrowed from Christianity. Thank you for watching and Happy New Year!